sure I'm alive, and I'm live. Hello, guys. It doesn't say I'm live on my end, but it does say I'm live on the back end here. Yeah, so welcome to another episode of DD Art Stream. I'm gonna be working on chapter 11 again, hopefully finishing up a few more pages towards the end of the chapter. Maybe even the end of the chapter if I can actually buckle down and do some work for the next hour and a half. Yeah, so first, before I start getting into actually working, I wanted to point out something you've probably actually already noticed if anybody is watching currently. My audio quality is a lot better than it usually is, and that's because I actually invested in a good big girl mic. So that's going to be coming for that's going to be around for a project that's coming further in the future, and I will talk about that when it gets closer to, hopefully in like a reveal video or something. I was going to try on this stream to have my broadcast voice because I'm going to need to practice that for the project further in the future. But honestly, I'm just ready to have a chill time, kick back, get some drawing done, see what I can do. It's also a little warm in here, but we will deal with that. So right now I'm going to be working on this panel here with Lucidia and Steven's dad, Steven Stone's father, Mr. Stone. I forgot what his name is. I think it's Joseph Stone, I believe. But anyway, they're talking. They're having a little heart-to-heart as parents, which is why the stream is named the way it is. And this has got to be one of my favorite scenes in this chapter, just because of, you've got like the different generation thing going on here, where Lucidia is, Mr. Stone knew Lucidia when she was younger, so Mr. Stone is clearly like that next generation, like, he would be the grandparent, while Lucidia would be the parent, you know what I mean? So they're having that like cross, my child is 20 and your child is like 30 something, but we can still sit here and gush about our kids together, Let's see. Gotta make sure. It's gonna be hard to talk and also try to make sure I get everything correct art-wise, so that'll be interesting. I'm almost wondering if I should just, because I feel like I'm bound to actually mention it in this stream, like offhandedly. And I'm pretty sure I mentioned it before actually, so I might just go ahead and reveal. I can wait. I'll wait on it. Now I gotta have my navigator up so I can actually see what's going on here. Alright. It's always interesting trying to figure out what Lucidia's hair is gonna look like from panel to panel, because it's really just a mixed bag. Now she's got her elbow on here like this. Okay. Let me see, look at my navigator, it looks about right. I believe I also mentioned this before, but just in case I haven't, I'll just go ahead and mention it again. So, I constantly have this battle with myself where I'm like, man, I need to make it look super perfect. I'm what you call an anxious perfectionist. So I'm like, man, I need to make it look super perfect. But then once I start getting into the process of actually trying to make it look perfect, I don't actually work on the thing I'm supposed to be working on because it's so stressful trying to get it to look perfect that I shut down and don't work on anything at all. So when I say that something is like, fuck it, I'll fix it in post, it's usually me trying to rationalize with myself that like, it's okay to not have this one thing be perfect. It's completely fine. You can fix it next time, next chapter. That's what this project is about. I mean, Leftovers obviously is about like the story as a whole, but it was started as an improvement project. So a lot of it is, okay, they don't have mugs anymore, so I need to edit that a bit. But a lot of it is me figuring out like the limits of what I can and can't draw currently, and currently being when I'm working on whatever chapter I'm working on. And it's really been something else, honestly. I found out a lot of I found a lot of interesting things about myself as far as how far I'm willing to push myself, or how far is too far, really, because that's completely valid too. So let's see. We've got Cydia in her flying suit here, and it's always hard to get the perspective of like the table from this angle. I also think her arm might be a bit too thick here, so let me just go ahead and try to work on that. Let's see. That's about right. It's about right. Oh, that's what I was that's what I meant to say when I say I mean, I alternate between fuck it, I'll fix it in post, and that's about right. So whenever I say those, that's me trying to rationalize with myself to just leave it alone. And that's a common that's a common artist thing. You'd be surprised at how common that is with different artists, where you're like, okay, I need it to be this certain way, and if it's not a certain way, then I'll be a disappointment to myself or something. But in reality, you know, we're human. we don't operate like machines, so sometimes you have to be able to forgive yourself. If you can't get that angle completely right in all the panels, then, you know, try again next time. Figure out what went wrong this time, or what, you know, sometimes it's not even what went wrong. A lot of the times it's like what wasn't prepped in time. So let's say, for instance, you know, I have this table set up here, right? And my anatomy is off in this panel. Well, it's probably because I didn't sketch it properly. If I sketched it properly, like right here, her leg. Now her leg should technically be, let's see, let me look at it on the navigator. Because she's kind of leaning over, her leg should still be pretty long, and her butt should be kind of poked out a bit. So, actually, I think I did sketch it kind of right here, but again, like I said, we're only human. Sometimes actually most times, I tend to go away from the sketch because it's a sketch, so I usually do things super rough. But I guess in this particular instance, it was actually correct. So, let's see. Get that there. Okay. Now, I probably need to do a legitimate back view of how Lucidia's flight suit looks. Because as of right now, I just kind of play around with, like, okay, the design looks like this in the front, so it probably just continues like this in the back. And besides for the fact that she has this bag, which is actually, the straps continue onto the bag. It's not continuing like that. But besides for the fact that she has this small little, like, knapsack thing on the back that's attached to her flight suit, there isn't really, I don't really have much of the details worked out. That's okay though, I'll probably go back later on and figure it out. That again goes back into the whole anxious perfectionist thing, where I actually, it took me a really long time to figure out what Lucidia's suit was going to look like and what Nellie's saddle was going to look like. And because of that, it kind of, I don't want to say it ruined my enjoyment of the chapter, but it definitely delayed my work on the chapter. So I think, I want to say I can give it a little bit of cushion there. Because she's on the chair. Yeah, let's do something like that. And then, as you go along and you work, you're obviously going to find that you need to edit some things too. So like, for instance, the chair only starts about here, which is about right, proportionately, that's about right. But the bottom of this little island shouldn't be here now. Now I have to make this continue on. Let's see. Delete that. Let's go down here like this. And then, of course, if I keep going and it gets even, like, the chair gets more distorted, or the chair gets longer, or whatever, and then you just edit it as you're going. No. Oh, it's doing that thing again. Okay, that's not fine. Go, stop. I need to figure out why my pen does that. I feel like it's a pressure issue, but I haven't really had a chance to look into it. I did recently have an issue as a whole with pressure, or I guess pen recognizability, or recognition. Recognizability is not a word. I had an issue with pen recognition after this past Windows update, and God, don't even get me started on Windows updates. I hate them. Actually, I've been considering for a while going back to Mac, but I'm not gonna lie, I like the breadth of software that's available to me on a PC now. But I have definitely been thinking about going back to the Apple ecosystem as far as like, I have an iPad, and I would be getting probably, not an iMac, because my last iMac overheated like real quick, just because an all-in-one computers, their fans don't tend to work too well. But let's see, my pressure sensitivity, or my pen recognition and my pressure sensitivity messed up. I actually was in the process of doing kind of like a miniature stream, or it wasn't supposed to be it turned into a miniature stream because I just could not deal with the pressure. Oh, hold up. You know what I just remembered? She has side pockets. Yeah, I just couldn't deal with the fact that my tablet wasn't recognizing my pen or showing me my cursor. So I can fudge this a little bit because her wings go down here like this. So do one of those numbers. Now, I don't think, no, her wings aren't super transparent. Let me see. I'll probably end up doing, because I still want to show that she's sitting on the chair and she has an effect on the chair. So what I'll probably end up doing is adding a little bit of cushion here. Also, I just realized that this song is going on forever. I feel like either it's oh, it is repeating. I have it on loop. Hold on. Let me go ahead and take that off real quick. There we go. Cool. Right, let me bring back up my chat. Where are you at? There you are. So yeah, I feel like I should probably go back in and add a little bit of cushion, maybe forward on her thigh a bit, just to show that she is affecting the chair. She's sitting on it. I like how this wing looks, actually. Let's see. It's gonna look really nice when I end up coloring it and it's purple. Now, looking at the navigator again, it's about right. I'm wondering if I should add just a famous bit of zipper here. Yeah, that's where it would go. So here we go. Just go ahead and add some of that. Maybe add a little bit here. I don't quite think. Actually, it could be folded over like that. I kind of like that. Again, one of those things where it's like, do you really need to obsess that much over that little detail? Not really, no, but does help. Now, the next thing, would her leg be in front of this here? Because I feel like she is sitting like kind of turned away, but I don't know. Like, I kind of also really like this whole idea of not having her foot show at all. I feel like it might be a bit unrealistic. Maybe I could do that? I'll try that. Why not? Now, this chair is a little long. Not quite sure how I feel about that, but let's go ahead and I'm wondering, should I add a little bit of floor in here, right? Let's make that a little smaller. So we're gonna go from a 0.7 to a 0.4. And that line's straight, yeah. Okay. Just to give a tiny bit of ground, because I'm not going to do the whole background here, but at least so we know where we're at still. Alright, let's go back up to a 7 and go add her face in. Or actually, I should, oh, let me do this real quick. So for her thigh, a little bit of cushion there. Oh, and it's too thick. Alright. Cool. So, I'm gonna go ahead and save. Always save your work, because you literally never know what's going to happen. And I saw a warning today that we're gonna have inclement weather, and I'm not I am not that kind of person. I am not messing around with that. So one thing I noticed while it was saving actually is that her thigh shape is off. So let me fix that real quick. Yeah. Closer. Close enough. People are going to be focusing on her face, so we'll just let that slide for now. If I want to come back to it later on, I'll come back to it. But for now, let me add this little bit of here table and go to her face. So she's gloating about Asadi, you know, leaving Little Root and everything. She's obviously a very proud mama. Need to get back into drawing good mouths too, because I'm still drawing like simple Steven Universe mouth, which has its place, but I definitely want to get back into like drawing faces with more detail in general. There we go. That's a nice happy mom gloat. Oh, weird perspective on that eye. There we go. There we go. That's cute. Give her her moles. And then her glasses. Speaking of glasses, I need to get more contacts soon for this project that I've got coming up. That I should probably just announce. Just straight up go ahead and announce. But, you know, I wonder how early or how late I should do that, because it's not like I'm somebody that you would expect to do this sort of thing that I'm gonna announce, but I also don't want to drum up like too much hype for it, just because it's gonna be my first time doing it. Like, I would like viewers, but I'd rather it be found naturally than people like be waiting for it. I'm definitely gonna post something about it on DeviantArt for sure, but as of right now, outside of that, hold on, now let me look at this page real quick, because it's kind of barren if it's just them talking, but you know, do I want to add the fridge in? Let's get Mr. Stone first. Let's do him. And I'm gonna have to definitely pay attention to the navigator, because Mr. Stone is like equal level height here with Lucidia, and that is not the case. So let's see, give him his nose. You can see I have my reference over here. So one thing that's been really hard to draw, I did just point out that I've been drawing Steven Universe mouth, but one thing that's been really hard to draw this particular part of the chapter has been Mr. Stone's mouth in general. I don't know if it's because like Steven Universe mouth doesn't fit him and that's why I'm having a hard time drawing it, or if it's just a symptom of my whole mouth issue in general. But his mouth has been very hard to draw, to get to look like the emotion that I want to portray. So like you can see here, he's kind of like, he's like gumming it, if you can see the sketch. But that's not quite the emotion that I need. Also, he looks like that one little Uzi Vert cover. Let's see. I think he's supposed to be, he looks super sus here. And he's supposed to be like, really proud. So, he says, oh my, you're glowing. So, let's see if we can do a little bit of doctoring on this expression. Because as of right now, he looks a little sus. Oh, I just completely ignored the whole sketch back here where his eyes are. Well, it's because his eyes are more almond shaped here. And they're actually more square. But we're gonna go ahead and implement some of that a little bit. There we go. I can still get it to look like him when I add his wrinkles in. And his heavy lids. Give him his brow. Okay. Cool. Now for the mouth. Oh, let me look at it on here, on the navigator. Just want to make sure. Actually, I think his eye could be probably a little closer into here. Yeah, there we go. Should I give him some teeth? That's a pretty cute expression, actually. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Although, let me see. I feel like his face is not big enough, so we're gonna go ahead and scale that up real quick. Also, the amount of detail in his face is always way more than the amount of detail in the city's face. So it's like kind of jarring a little bit, but makes them look unique from each other. Let's see, give him his little ear here. Definitely gotta make sure I get his wide jaw and his brow. His forehead's supposed to be way bigger. Let's try this. Oh my god, this, okay, so this song that we're listening to right now, this Dramatical Murder song, it always sounds like, push it. God, that face is not working out for him right now. Maybe it's because his chin is thrown off. His chin is thrown out of whack. It is out of balance. This time you can't blame it on the Fire Nation. Let's see. That's not too bad. Still a little out of balance though. Let me see. He has a little short old man neck. Alright, I feel like everything is slanting up there and it shouldn't be. It's always a battle to see, like, should I round his chin out? Not completely round it out, but should I round the edges or is it completely hard? And then for some reason, 3/4 this chapter are just not it. Whoa, what's going on there? Why does it keep doing that? Let me pull it over here real quick. See what's going on. Okay. And then can't forget his jawline there. I think if I maybe make this smaller, because his face is pretty wide. I'm gonna shut up a little bit. Like that, maybe? Let me get rid of that little line there. Can probably stretch his eyebrow a little bit more. And then, I think his nose might be too long. Oh, this song. I have heard this song a lot. There we go. The proportions were off. And now, I can bring this down a little bit so we can see how big his forehead is. Still not quite, still doesn't quite look like he's looking at her. That's better. Or it's better now. Give it like a few minutes. Alright, let's go ahead and fix his hair up. His hair has been getting wilder and wilder every time I draw it. Maybe I need to move it back some. Maybe the side of his face is too long. I really think it's like a wideness thing. Too wide? Angle maybe? Oop, let's move that back a little bit. Oh, alright. How about I just redraw this entire eye? Is he... Okay, yeah, he is. When in doubt, close the eyes and make him smile. But he has a closed eye smile in the next panel, so I didn't want to repeat that. Nope. Let's see. Part of me feels like his... That was pretty close, huh? Let's see. I feel like maybe the ankle of this eye is off a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Let's go ahead and get rid of it. Oh. Move that over some. Not bad. Now, the one thing I do always mess up is the angle of this last piece here, because his hair spikes kind of round out at the bottom. I feel like that's not the right way to describe it, but they kind of, instead of going up, they go up and then kind of round down to make this little bit here that I actually forgot to draw. These little pieces here. So, there we go. I thought it was doing the thing again. Alright. I'm going to save this in a second. After I draw him. Gotta get that shirt action going. So, I feel like maybe we don't need the teeth. Maybe the top teeth? I think the top teeth are better. The top teeth. Could not say that for some reason. Now, let's go ahead and give him his tie. Oh, I can go ahead and do that whole thing there, because his arm no longer comes out that far. And give him that little bit of divot. Now let's see. Oh, he's doing the thing. He's doing the pawpaw thing where he is holding his cup with both hands, and I love it. Alright, let me go ahead and correct his size real quick. God, I love Mr. Stone. He's so precious. God, Steven, call your dad back. He doesn't deserve this. I think he's slightly shorter than that. Tilt him a little bit. Let's see how that looks. I don't want him to look too small. Now, should he be brought in some? Let's have him... Huh. Let me see. So I'm looking at it on the navigator right now just to see, I should probably... You know what? That's good. That's good. I'm gonna leave it there. Okay. Now, I gotta figure out how his holding his cup works. So, he's probably got one thumb on the cup like this, and then the other thumb is wrapped around, and these other fingers are wrapped around. And then go ahead and do that. Okay. Oops. Way too wide there. Alright, now we can go ahead and fix his thumb here. The wraparound thumb, I mean. And make sure it's obvious which fingers are shorter. Now, I think because the thumb is really short, it shouldn't be as on top of the rim as it was. So let's give it one of those numbers. There we go. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Now we can go ahead and finish his tie and give him his suspenders. Oh. So, is it the side of my screen? Oh, let me just do that. There we go. Let me erase a little bit there, because he's still kind of a little bit of a rounded guy. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Now I can go ahead and finish up him sitting. So, let's see, when it comes to the edge here, it's probably like this. Yeah. Alright, the seat itself would line up to be about here. Oh, it's the side of my screen that is something else. Okay, go ahead and make this chair match up. Oh, gotta minimize that a little bit. Actually, instead of doing that, I'm just gonna shorten this up. Just like this. There we go. Go ahead and fix up that leg. Cool. Boop. Boop. Add a little bit in the background here. And his sitting is done. Which is good. Oh, maybe I should erase a little bit of this and... Okay, thought it was doing the thing again. Turns out, I just had the pen bigger. Cool. So, they're talking, they're doing their thing. Feel like I should fix this up a little bit. These things are like granite, but I don't know if I can actually make them granite because I gotta figure out how hot granite can get and if you can actually hold it, which also reminds me, I need to make sure they get their towels in there because they were actually holding these with blankets for a little bit because of how hot they are. Okay. Now, I still feel a little off about his eye, but I think it might just need to come over a slight bit more. Just a smidge. Nope. We're leaving it where it was. This song. Lord. I wonder if I should make this whole thing bigger, actually. So, let's try that. Before I do that, however, we're gonna go ahead and give this floor a little bit of love down here. To make that smaller. There we go. Okay. Cool. Now, what I'm going to have to do, because I don't really want to distract from the two of them by adding a whole bunch of background. So what I'm gonna do, once my clip stops freaking out, is make them bigger and possibly edit the speech bubbles a bit. I don't know yet. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to bring his speech bubble up some. But otherwise, that's completely plausible. Now I can add a little bit of background in here. Well, obviously I'm gonna have to fix this up first. So let's go ahead and spruce that up. Oop. Let's start from further back here. That way we get our lines correct. There we go. Okay. Go ahead and get him popping. Boop. And he got his suspenders back here. His butt is not that long. There we go. That way we get a little bit more chair info. Just a smidge. They're so cute. Now, when it comes to speech, I'm gonna have to move this a little bit. By a little bit. By a little bit, I mean just completely move it. So, let's see. Here, here, here. Text. Bam. This shit. Alright. Now, what's next? Adding the background, technically, but should probably finish this little panel down here and then see if it benefits from it. It might benefit from a light background. Just very, very light background. So first, if I want to make it light, let me just go ahead and make the pen smaller. Okay. There we go. Gonna get some cabinet detail back here. No. Don't get that. Don't get that intense. I think I hit the hotkeys on the side. And it was like, you mean zoom? No, I'm good. Okay. You know, I really need to get together a library of stream music that I want to listen to, because currently I'm running a little dry on that, not gonna lie. Let's see. I think. Oh, no, because you don't have to take it off. So you can still have it look like this. But not be nearly as big. There we go. Gotta get that tea kettle in the background. Get that continuity. Alright. Give me a little bit of stove top there. Just a tiny bit, not too much. Same thing here. A little bit of knob. A little bit of the rule post. Okay. Still trying to get a little bit more of that oven in here. Get that handle. And make sure we get the actual door. Go ahead. This office is a very nice kitchen. It is way too good for an office kitchen, actually. It's got way too much going on in it. Let's see. And we got the freezer area here. Or the fridge and the freezer. Both. I'm trying, the trick is to get it to dictate a little bit of like what's going on in the background without having it overpower the characters themselves. So we know where we're at, but it's not overwhelmingly the focus. I think that's pretty good for this. Let me edit that. There we go. Cool. Just a little bit. Now, go ahead and do this. Do not need it that small. Let's move that up a bit. So it's currently 6:42, and I plan to stream until 7:30ish. Just so I have a get together tonight. So I would prefer to get off of stream and get myself together for the social occasion and all that. And just, take a break from the computer for a little bit so I can recharge my energy, all that. But I'm at least glad we're getting this page done, that's for sure. So let's see. We got more of him being super proud. This is what I meant when I said that he had a closed eye pose down here. Gotta give him his crow's feet because I love them. And his little wrinkles. Oh, he's so cute! Mr. Stone deserves better! Can't wait to go into that backstory. Oh, he's drinking his tea there. Oh my god, he deserves so much better! Steven, call your dad! Golly! When you put these characters in this situation, I still can't believe that they're in this situation. Let's see, he's gonna be holding... Oh! Guess what I forgot to do? I forgot to turn off notifications! Like Facebook and Discord. So that's fun. Who's messaging me, I wonder? Chris is messaging me. Ooh. 9 p.m. Let's see. Okay, mute. Let me mute the fight. So I just got news that somebody is releasing Pokemon Sword and Shield at 9 p.m. on the 14th of November at a local GameStop. I'm not quite sure if that's okay. And as much as I would, wrong thing. As much as I would love to actually go to that, I'm still not quite sure if that's like something they just want to do, or if that's like that's when you normally root. Because my idea of like it's gonna be out on the 15th is that it's a midnight release, right? So I don't want to get. I don't know. I don't want to get it. It's not going to be that much earlier, I guess, than the 15th. I would love, absolutely, to go to an actual GameStop and pick my game up. Or, really, not a GameStop, but I would love to go to a physical store and pick my game up. Because I was going to actually preload it, because the preload just started today. But I would like the experience of going and picking up the actual game. And then being able to like come back and, you know, have the box and everything and show it and all that. Geez, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna go to that or not. I might. Then I could pick up some plushies too. Oh, I gotta save money. I need to save money for this game. I haven't even bought the game yet. I say that as if like you know why that's such a weird thing. Yeah, you know, I feel like not many people are watching this stream, but if you are watching this stream, 1, get in the chat, what you doing? 2, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I'm gonna reveal it in its own video, but I'm just gonna say it. I'm doing a Let's Play of Pokemon Sword on this channel, which is why my mic sounds so good, because I had to go out and like spend a bunch of money to get good tech. So I got a good mic, I got a good webcam because I'm doing it face cam, and you know, I started making overlays and stuff for it. But yeah, I'm doing a Let's Play. It's gonna be my first Let's Play ever, and I'm both nervous as shit and excited as fuck. So, ooh, wish me luck. Anyway, it's weird because I haven't actually gotten the game yet. The game is one of the last things I'll actually end up getting, but I have everything else set up. I've been doing a bunch of beta streams. Well, not beta streams, because I'm not going to be streaming this game. I'm going to be, playing it, doing a Let's Play. So I'll be playing it and recording it and editing it, which is part of the reason why I'm so, like, about it, because I have never done something like this before. I've always admired people for doing it, but me myself, never actually done it. So, let's see. I need to figure out what is that hand. That is no hand of mine. Okay, there we go. There we go. A little bit. So yeah, I need to figure out. I still have commissions and stuff to do, but I want to make a video about it. Just to announce that I'm doing it. I just don't know when. So I need to fix that hand. But yeah, it will be on this channel, of course. The hand is like not it. Actually, that hand doesn't look that bad. Let's see. Oh man, I am not looking forward to having to dodge all the people who. What hand is she doing this with? Her right hand? Yeah. I'm not going to be looking forward to dodging all of the people who play through the entire game in like the first week and then want to post shit about it. Like. These are the starter evolutions. The fact that we don't have the starter evolutions right now, oh my god, I am living for this timeline. I don't know who she is, but I'm here for her. Like, we don't have the starter evolutions. You know how long it's been since we haven't had the starter evolutions for a Pokemon game? That's wild. So, I'm gonna have to stay offline or something. Because, yeah, I'm just gonna have to stay offline. Maybe I'll use that time to actually do other projects that don't involve me being online. Because I'm gonna be taking a break from drawing, or from doing leftovers during that period. Because I don't want to overexert myself. But as far as like not being on DeviantArt, not being on YouTube outside of just posting my Let's Plays up and getting off completely. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'm actually quite terrified because I really don't want to be spoiled. And I'm not the only person, like for instance at my job, who plays Pokemon, who's waiting for these games. So I don't want to overhear them talking about stuff or whatever. It's gonna be an interesting experience, to say the least. Okay, let's see. Alright. Okay, so let me erase some of that. There we go. Go ahead and save that real quick. And take off the sketch layer. Cool. And we're good, I believe. Yeah, like they literally have completely different levels of detail. It's really funny. So I think I have to save it again because I just took off the sketch layer. Let's see what's next. Alright, and then 2 more pages. Well, 3 more pages. Oh, this is my song! That's not even the lyrics. I messed that all up. Alright, excuse me, Mr. Stone. Let's see, the meeting's done. Okay, let's see. Actually, if you don't mind, I bought a means to pay, but I don't know why I'm reading this. Oh, you know what? Because I'm trying to get the vibe of the page. Do I want to do this page right now? Is my question. Because I feel like I might as well. Because the next page is Asadi in the game. And it's not nearly as tedious. Well, the page after that is going to be hella tedious. That's a whole city scene, y'all. I don't know what it is with me in these cities this chapter. Alright, let's just go ahead and do this then. So, reason why I was asking if I wanted to do this or not is because I was kind of getting a little tired socially. I don't know, I just really lost energy all of a sudden, so I feel like it might be a bit more important to actually get off earlier and get myself together for our little gathering we have going on at 9. But I also need to finish this week. That is my goal. I know I'll finish it this weekend, but I definitely need to finish it this week. Like, as a whole. So I have to be disciplined. I don't know what that was. Do I want her hair? Yes, I do. Trying to figure out if I wanted her hair to break through the panel. God, I don't know why just then, drawing her hair, I got a flashback of school. Maybe it's because she has hair like a school teacher. I don't know. Oh, this is die music. Oof. Dramatical murder was dramatical, alright. Okay. This is another instance of me having to fix stuff as I work on it. Because I don't know what type of face she was making a while ago. But here we go. She's still doing the same kind of face here. That's better. That's way better, actually. God, every time I draw her glasses, I'm reminded that I still need to contact my insurance so I can get contacts. Contact your insurance so you can get contacts. I feel like I'm the only one who got anything from that wordplay. Otherwise, it just probably sounded weird, like me repeating it for no reason. Don't I give her little teeth? Yeah. Yeah. Always little teeth. What? What is this? Oh, it's still part of the soundtrack. Okay. Let's see. Oh man, not even gonna lie. I kinda want to play Let's Go right now. I've like gotten used to coming home and playing Pokemon Let's Go as a test. Because I think I might actually get through the game. Otherwise, I haven't really had too much interest in Let's Go, if I'm being honest. The game itself, for me, it was a bit, well, it was, keyword being was, a bit too easy for me. But I literally got my ass beat by Misty last night, so I really can't say anything. As a matter of fact, I think I'm obligated to play through the whole damn game now because I got my ass beat by Misty. Who does that? Oh, y'all, she wiped the floor with me. It was real bad. Oof. At some point, I'll unprivate the footage. And then you'll be able to see. Till then, though, just take my word on it. Let's put her down here like this. Do I want her tail to be out? No, I feel like she's just kind of peeking in. I don't know what song this is. There we go. That works. Let's go ahead and get rid of this frame here. Oh man, it's been a minute since I've heard this one. Alright, I'm gonna save that. Did it save? Yes, it did. A-okay. Okay. Gosh. The more I draw Mr. Stone, the more I'm like, I love Mr. Stone so much. I gotta draw him more often. I feel like I could get some really cool, like, casual art from him. Like, casual, office art or something. Let's just have a Mr. Stone sketch done. I just like him because he's such a genuine old man, you know? Like, as far as, me drawing him, he's just a genuine old man. I don't get to draw old guys a lot. Also, this is a great shot of the city. Oh, they have to hug again. Cool. My favorite. Not JK, but like also really, I'm not a fan of drawing hugs. Like, it's cute, but the amount of body parts that are interlocking confuses me sometimes. Do I want to put that cup there and just completely throw off my whole hand? Because that hand is kind of aesthetic, not gonna lie. We'll put it there then. Oh my gosh, she goes and bends over and hugs him. Ah! I genuinely love their relationship. It's been a minute since I've actually sketched these out. It's been even longer since no, it's been a minute since I sketched them out. I was gonna say it's been even longer since I've seen them, but that makes absolutely no sense. Let's see. But it has been a really long time since I've seen them. So a lot of stuff that happens in here kind of surprises me. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I forgot the rest of the lyrics. Don't hold it against me. The fourth that was off, but it's fine. Everything's cool. Should probably stop singing. Let's be careful. Let's be careful. Man, I used to have a CD in my car with Dramatical Murder music on it, and I tore this part up on the way to CTE. Gosh, CTE's career technical education, I believe is what it was. But it was this thing we had in school where you would go for like half a day. I think it was like 3 or 4 periods. But you'd get on a bus and go to a different school, or you would go to a different branch of the school if you were already at the school. And then you would learn, it was almost like a, because it's private school, and then there's, I can't think of it. Oh, trade school. It was basically trade school. I went and I did, computer science. But that's beyond the point. The point is that I drove there after I got a car instead of riding the bus. And the amount of times it was like a short, maybe 5-6 minute trip, maybe. But the amount of times I jammed out to the song in my car is disgusting, actually. Like, especially that part that, let's be careful. Like, when it was right before, summer would get out. So it was like, warm outside. It was bright. There were cicadas, like American cicadas, but cicadas, and everything was cool. There wasn't a lot of traffic because I had it early in the morning, so there wasn't like afternoon school traffic or whatever. It was just the vibes. This was my summer drive song for sure. I don't know what kind of hand that is. Why did I sit here and let myself draw that? I don't think I've heard this song. Yeah, I don't think I've heard this one. Oh, it started to sound like a Sonic song for a little bit. Oh, I love that. I love that hand. Let's go ahead Yeah, this sounds like, I think it's Collision Chaos? It sounds a little bit like Collision Chaos. Now I want you to notice that I'm saving Mr. Stone's mouth for last because I'm not about that shit right now. I just want to get the rest of him done, you know? Also, his would definitely, his tie would definitely go down a little farther. And I think I can make his head a little smaller. A pretty robust man, you know? There we go. There we go. Oh, and now his mouth lines up. That's so funny. But I still messed it up. Oh my god. Hold on. Maybe I should zoom in. Also, I should probably... I'm sorry if my mic is like... If I suddenly get very loud. I have my mic at game recording distance right now. But I forgot that when I actually draw my Cintiq, which is what I'm actually playing my games on, when I draw on my Cintiq, I'm like in the Cintiq. I get really close to it. Which is why having an iPad is actually pretty cool, because I can bring the iPad close to me. But yeah, so my audio is probably getting louder because I'm so close to it now. Alright, so I think that mouth is good, but it just probably needs to be slimmer. Yeah, like that. God. Oh, you know what I can do though? I can move this down. I don't know why this is up this far to begin with, actually. Yeah, it would be perfect. Okay. I was on some wild, huh? I don't know why I put that there. Oh, I put it there because, okay, I put it there because I was just going based off of the thumbnail. Not bad, not bad. So after I finish this page is, I believe, a good time for me to stop. Don't want it to be small, I want it to be bigger. Alright, pug. I got this. What are you saying, Garrett, right now? Oh, talking about Asadi. Okay. Okay. Our hair's gotta come down some. It's getting way too wild here. Okay. Okay, gotta get his hair in here. Ugh. No. There we go. Go ahead and get her. Make sure her outfit is on point. And it's her hug position is on point. There we go. Not bad. Okay. Oh, it's time for that opening. Oh, it's a remix. When and where? I turned up to this one too on the way to CTE a lot, or CTE a lot. I said Cintiq and CTE. I just mixed them together. Whoops. They are not even related. Of course, I listened to the original song a lot. This is a remix, I believe. I think it's a remix. It sounds slightly different. I'm already go. Did you know that this song is all in English, actually? Like, it's really wild, but the lyrics are batshit crazy. Like, something is like Shining Monkey or some shit. I can't remember exactly what it is. I have to think about it, or I have to listen to it. Mirror World. Oh, High Class Monkey. That's what it is. Okay, it's coming up. High Class Monkey. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's literally like every lyric for it says High Class Monkey. It's just straight up bizarre. Oh my god, look at the height difference. I need to like sit down and flesh out their relationship more. Because I know the basics of it, but if I'm gonna reference it like this, then definitely need to... Honestly, that whole thing, like the whole background of Asadi's parents and the stuff that they went through. I need to flesh all of it out. I hope this introduces some, like, valid mystery, because it's like, oh, she's very clearly from Sinnoh. How does she know Mr. Stone? Of course, it's probably also not this serious. Like, I don't think people who are looking at it aren't probably like, alright. Well, there's probably people thinking about that. But it's not like scathing news or breaking news, not scathing news. This just in. Woman makes Sinnoh references but knows a staple Hoenn character. What's her deal? Nah, it's nothing like that. What is this song? I legitimately don't know what this song is right now. It sounds cool. It sounds like background music, but I feel like I keep thinking that it's gonna break out into lyrics at some point. Like, I keep expecting it to, and I'm perfectly fine with it doing that. So you should break out into some lyrics song. It's not gonna break out in the lyrics. It just seems like a really long intro, you know? Oh god, that looks real bad. I gotta do something with, like, his eyes, because that looks real sus. Like, she's asking him for a favor, and he's just like, yeah, but what are you gonna do for me? That is not the relationship. Oh, too big of a chin. Let's see. I haven't heard of this one before either. Okay, now let's give him his hair. Okay, I like the way that hair looks from the back, like that. But I think 1, that needs to be smaller. And 2, needs to be skinnier. And that's good. Only thing is, as if it's not gonna make it even creepier, I think I need to bring him closer. Because right now his arm's doing the thing. Okay, and then I also need to tilt his head up a little bit. Just slightly. That's perfect. I feel kind of like his arm is like gimped, you know what I mean? So let me try to make him a little more relaxed. Yeah, so that's what I'm going for, but better. Okay, that's better. Yeah. There we go. Gotta get this mouth right, and then I'll be done. That's about right. Only thing I think I need to probably do is move it over some. Yeah, and now I can erase the frames here. Okay, wow, that didn't take very long. So let's get rid of that sketch, and yeah. Cool. So I am just about right on time, actually, with that. I'll go ahead and save that. And yeah, while that's saving, so this is gonna be it for this stream. Just wanted to get a couple pages done. I have a couple pages left, which is good. But yeah, so wanted to thank you guys for coming out, whoever actually ended up coming out. I know there's 2 streamers watching now, or two watchers now. I think one of them is me, but the other one person who's here, I hope you had a good time. And yeah, I'll be back when I'm back. Hopefully sooner rather than later. But yeah, so this is gonna be Deja Doodle signing out.